Good morning, students. I'm Mrs. Srilata. After a few classes of English 1, here I'm going to start with literature classes. Let us start with Merchant of Venice. Merchant of Venice, Act 1 and 2, you have already studied in class 9. In class 10, let us start from Act 3, Scene 1. In Act 3, Scene 1, you can see the introduction of some of the tragic elements. This scene prepares for the introduction of the tragic element into the play. Antonio's ship is reported to have run aground. His losses are said to be too heavy for him to enable him to pay back the loan. So here, the first tragic element is that we are getting the news. The readers are getting the news that Antonio's Argosies have run aground. And now he would not be able to pay back the loan which he has taken from Shylock. Shylock, distraught by his daughter's betrayal and taunted by Selenio, makes one of the most powerful speeches in the play about common universal humanity. Tubal confirms the news of Antonio's losses, and Shylock is comforted by the thought of taking revenge. The second thing is that Shylock got the news that his daughter has eloped with Lorenzo, and hearing this news, he makes a very powerful speech. So these are the two main themes in Act 3, Scene 1. Now, please, I request all of you to take your book and read and understand along with me. Act 3, Scene 1, Venice, a street. So, you know very well, in this drama, there are two prominent places. One is Venice and one is Belmont. The scenes shift from Venice to Belmont, Belmont to Venice. Now this scene, Act 3, Scene 1, is taking place in Venice, in a street in Venice. And when the scene opens, we can see Selenio and Celerino enter. They are conversing with each other and entering into the scene. Selenio. Now, what news on the Rialto? Selenio is asking to Celerino. What is the news you got from the Venetian Stock Exchange, Rialto? Rialto is the Venetian Stock Exchange. Celerino. Why? Yet it leaves there unchecked that Antonio hath a ship of rich lading wrecked on the narrow seas, the Goodwins, I think they call the place. A very dangerous, flat and fatal, where the carcasses of many a tall ship lie buried, as they say, if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word. Salerno gives the news that there is an apparently confirmed news. The news is apparently confirmed. It is not totally confirmed. That Antonio hath a ship of rich lading, that is Antonio's rich cargo ship, got destroyed in the narrow sea, and the narrow sea, the place is called as Goodwins. How is the place? A very dangerous, flat and fatal. It is a shallow place and fatal. Fatal means, actually the fatal means which causes death. Here, the place is fatal. That means in that particular place, many sheep have got wrecked. So, there lay the carcasses of many a tall ship. Tall ship means large ships. good ships, big ones. And if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word. So he got the news from a talkative woman. Here, if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word, that means a talkative woman's rumor is to be believed. If it is to be believed. Here, report, gossip report, R is written capital, so it is that gossip is personified. Note it, gossip report, this word is gossip is personified here. Salanio, I would she were as lying as gossip, in that as ever napped Ginger or made her neighbors believe she wept for the death of a third husband. He does not want to believe this. He wishes that gossip should not be true. Salanio wishes this gossip should not be true. So he wishes that the gossip should be like the news given by a lady that she wept by applying ginger when her third husband died. The lady who married 3 times, when her third husband died, just to make others believe, she wept by applying ginger. So this gossip should be as not true as this one. He wishes that. But it is true without any slips of proximity or crossing the plane of highway of talk, that the good Antonio, the honest Antonio, or that I had a title good enough to keep his name company. Then he says that without speaking much or beating about the bush. That means speaking straight away. He does not want to beat the bush. He just want to talk straight away. He says that I am afraid that the noble Antonio, I wish I could find an adjective suitable enough to be added to his name, or that I had a title good enough to keep his name company. He wishes. He is not getting words to qualify Antonio. Salerno, come, the full stop. He says that come to the point. Later we'll think about that a good title for Antonio. Come to the point. What says thou? Why, the end is he hath lost a ship. He says that, what did you say? The sum and the substance is that Antonio has lost a ship. What he wants to convey the news? That Antonio has lost a ship. Salerno, I would it might prove the end of his losses. He wishes that, Salerno wishes that this should be the end of Antonio's losses. Let me say amen betimes, lest the devil cross my prayer, for here he comes in the likeness of a Jew. So he says that immediately he said amen, because he does not want the devil to cross between the wish and the prayer. Between the wish and amen, he does not want. So immediately he said amen. Amen means let it be so. I wish so. And he saw Shylock coming there. And the Shylock. How now, Shylock? What news among the merchants? So Salanio is asking Shylock, what is the news among the merchants? What news you got? Shylock, you knew none so well as you of my daughter's flight. Shylock says that you knew it, already you know. What has happened? That my daughter has eloped. Salerno, that's certain. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew withal. Salerno says that yes, it's quite correct. And I even know the tailor who made the clothes in which she eloped. She was wearing a page's clothes. You must be remembering that. And she knows, he says that, Salerno says that, I know the person who stitched her clothes. Salerno and Shylock, for his own part, knew the bird was fledged. and then it is a complexion of them all to leave the dam. And Salerno also says that Shylock, for his part, knew the girl has grown up. Here, the bird means Jessica. Jessica has grown up, and one day she will be flying away. You would have seen that in the nests of birds. When the birds are very small, mother birds will come and feed them. But once they grow up, they fly away, leaving the nest and mother. The same way here also, when Jessica grew up, she left Shylock. And then it is a complexion of them all to leave the dam. That means it is quite natural. When the birds grow bigger, they leave the mother and the nest. Shylock, she is damned for it. Shylock is cursing his daughter. Salerno, that's certain, if the devil may be her judge. So here Salerno says that it is sure she is damned if she is judged by the devil. If we judge her, she is not going to get damned. But if devil judges her, it is sure that she is going to get damned. Shylock, my own flesh and blood to rebel. Oh, my own flesh and blood has rebelled against me, gone against me. She has acted against me, my own flesh and blood, my own daughter. There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory. More between your bloods than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But alas, do you hear whether Antonio have had any loss at the sea or no? Salerno says that when Shylock says that my own flesh and blood to rebel, my own daughter, one who has got my own blood, has rebelled against me. Then Salerno says that no, you cannot compare your blood and Jessica's blood. There is lot of difference. Difference like between jet and ivory. That is, jet is black in color, ivory white in color. The difference between white and black. And more difference between red wine and Rhenish wine. About Rhenish wine, already you have studied in Act 1, Scene 2. When Nerissa asks Portia's opinion about Duke of Saxony's nephew, there Rhenish wine is referred. It's very costly wine, white color wine and costly wine. So, Salerno says that no, you cannot compare your blood and Jessica's blood, your nature and Jessica's nature. There is lot of difference. That is like between jet and ivory and red wine and Rhenish wine. Then he turns a topic. He changes the topic, but alas, do you hear whether Antonio have had any loss at sea or no? He is trying to make Shylock happy. There I have another bad match, a bankrupt, a prodigal, who dares scarce show his head on the Rialto, a beggar that was used to come so smug upon the mart. Let him look to his want. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend me money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond. So when he heard about Antonio, he got annoyed more. He says that another bankrupt, here another person to bargain. He is a spendthrift, prodigal. Spendthrift who can hardly show his face on the exchange. Now he will not be able to show his face in the exchange, that is the Rialto, the marketplace. And because he is a beggar now. Before, he used to come to the Rialto or the exchange smiling, so self-satisfied. He used to come to the market. Now let him take care of the bond. He was wont to call me usurer. So he is used to call me usurer. Let him look to the bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond. So he used to lend money free of interest. That's what Shylock never liked. Antonio's part. He never liked that part. He used to give people money without taking interest. Salerno, why? I am sure if he forfeit, thou wilt not take his flesh, What's good for that? So Salerno is asking, yes, now he has lost his ship. So he may not be able to pay back the money. So you will be taking his pound of flesh. And what is it good for? Why do you want to take Antonio's pound of flesh? Then this speech, children, this speech is very important. Here Shylock is giving a very long speech. And very, very important part it is. To bait fish withal. He gives the reason that using the pound of flesh or using the flesh of Antonio, he wants to catch fish. Here, he wants to use the flesh of Antonio a fodder for the fish. You would have heard that, or you would have seen that when people catch fish, they keep us earthworm. They keep a piece of earthworm as a bait. Bait means the food or the fodder for the fish. So if it will feed nothing else, I will feed my revenge. He knows that he does not have any use with the flesh of Antonio. He says that if no other use, it will feed my revenge. I can take my revenge in this way. Why he wants to do all that? He had disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated my enemies. And what is his reason? Why he did all these things? So what are the things done by Antonio? Disgraced me. That means humiliated me. Hindered me 500,000. He made me lose 500,000. Laughed at my losses. When I lost money, he laughed at me. Mocked at my gains. And what he did? He made fun of my gains. When I earned money, he made fun of me. Scorned my nation. That means he despised my nation. He ridiculed. Despise means ridiculed. Ridiculed my nation, my race, Jewish race. Thwarted my bargains. And he interfered in my business deals. And he cooled my friends. What he did? He made my friends indifferent towards me. Cooled my friends. He made my friends indifferent towards me. Heated my enemies. He provoked my enemies. And what is reason? Why did he do all these things? Because I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections and passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? So he's asking, hath not a Jew eyes? Don't we have eyes? Don't we have hands, organs, body shape and senses, affections and passions? And don't we eat the same food? And don't we get hurt with the weapons by which Christians are getting hurt? And don't we catch the same diseases? Healed by the same medicines? Warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as Christian? If you prick us, do we not bleed? He asked another thing. Finally, he asked, do you prick us? Do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Yes. So he is comparing Christians and Jews. He says that whatever feelings Christians have, the same feelings Jews also have. And finally, he comes to the point. He says that if Christians have all these problems, we too have, that is Jews too have. And if Christians hurt Jews, don't they take revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? What will be his reaction? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? What do Christians expect? If Christians hurt us, what do they expect from us? Why? Revenge. What will you do? The villainy you teach me, I will execute. He says that. So, the wicked behavior that you teach me by doing everything against Shylock. He says that Antonio is teaching him how to be a villain. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instructions. So he says that if I do not improve upon the lesson you have taught me, and it will be very strange of me, I should do that. You have taught me to take revenge. At this time, a servant enters. Servant, gentlemen, my master Antonio is at his house and desire to speak with you both. So, gentlemen, who are the gentlemen here? He is calling Salarino and Salanio. We have been up and down to seek him. So, servant gives the news that Antonio is waiting for them at home. And Salerno says that they were waiting. He was waiting, or they were searching for him. Salerno, here comes another of the tribe. A third cannot be matched unless the devil himself turn Jew. So by the time who comes there, another Jew comes, that is Tubal. You must be remembering Tubal when Shylock did not have enough money to give to Antonio. He said that Tubal, his rich friend, he is a rich Jew, would provide enough money, how much ever, that is 3,000 ducats, what Antonio wanted. Here Tubal enters. And children, this is part 1 of video number 7. Thank you.